The protest in Brazil is also causing property damage and business damage around the country. The world is watching and how the country deals with the demonstrations, while the country is also hosting the Federations Cup. This is the football tournament some consider a dry run for next year's World Cup. Lucrecia Franco has more.
The green and yellow football fan apparel can be seen everywhere, though the national team is already in the semi-finals of the Confederations Cup, which Brazil is hosting. The football tournament has been marred by massive protests.
We all get worried with the riots. We imagine closing up the shop and running. That's worrisome.
More than 1 million people in over 100 cities have taken to the streets. In Rio, hundreds of thousands of protesters wearing green and yellow are venting anger over issues from lower bus fares to better schools and condemning the billions of dollars being spent to host the World Cup football tournament next year. Shop owners expecting the Confederations Cup would help boost sales were surprised with their new customers.
I was getting prepared to sell a lot during the Cup, but I sold much more for the demonstrations.
Brazilians' passion for football has been overshadowed by the protests, so has their desire to celebrate and go out shopping. Businesses, experts say, are already suffering the impact of the social unrest. Economist Daniel Pla, professor of retail studies, says the country is still not aware of the losses caused by the protests.
The losses for the businesses in Rio de Janeiro alone reached more than $50 million, and for the country as a whole, about $250 million in the retail market. But greater losses will come if these protests continue.
Many businesses invested big money for the Confederations Cup. However, if these products for fans are not sold now, shop owners say they can stock them for next year, when Brazil, the 5-time football world champion, expects to win its first World Cup at home. Lucrecia Franco, CCTV, Rio de Janeiro.